Okay, welcome. AP Chem update. Zach tells me we got 6 people on, so I know you can look at this later as well. First of all, hope everybody is safe and healthy. Certainly hope you're getting taken care of health-wise. Some things that have happened, as you know, the Edgenuity platform started for all non-AP courses. There might be some bugs with that. You know, that's district driven, and everybody's doing that. Basically, teachers will be making calls to families. You know, not supposed to talk to the students directly, but to the parents / family / student. And this week our focus is on all the teachers' third periods. And then next week we're going to try to have contact with as many student families as possible. So lots of changing things. You know, one of the favorite words now is that this whole thing is fluid, which means it can change and flow, and it's a little bit, obviously, quite a bit unpredictable. So the College Board position hasn't really changed since their last post on March 20th. And so I'm going to go over a little bit of that and just talk about a couple of different resources. And then I have decided that I'm going to focus on review sessions, and I'm not going to jump into one today. I can jump into one tomorrow. So my thinking is that I'll to avoid confusion and to just focus on the main thing. As long as there's going to be the chance of an exam in May, we're going to focus on getting you ready for that exam in May, and that exam in May is shortened. So the units the unit that I was on and the next unit, I will cover those after the exam. For anybody who is interested in getting the full course so that they are equipped for college. But I'm not going to do 2 tracks right now. At least that's my strong opinion. So my son has up here the College Board website. We have a question.
Hannah's just saying that the chemistry class on Ingenuity is not yours. Question.
There is no AP Chem class, I don't think, on Edgenuity. On Edgenuity, the regular Chem classes are not by any of the Creek teachers. They're by somebody employed by Edgenuity. So everything on Edgenuity is done by Edgenuity educators, whoever those people are. And then anything AP, you're basically being referred to the AP website, which is where I'm going to take you now. So is that okay? Let's go to the College Board website, and then if you see what he's got up on the screen there, this is how you would scroll through to get to at least the AP Chem part. Obviously, some of you have a lot of AP courses. So go ahead and click on that first one where it says up-to-date info. And then you're going to go down to the remote support for AP. Get all AP updates. Click on that. And then you got to, so this is basically what I read from on Friday because it had just come out. They haven't changed it. There are plenty of AP Chem, there are plenty of AP teachers believing that the whole thing should be canceled, but it isn't currently. So the exam will not be a face-to-face exam in one room with a bunch of kids. It's going to be a 45-minute online free response. I don't know if I or any others talked about it being multiple choice last week, but it's absolutely, there's no multiple choice. It's a 45-minute free response test. So again, remember, your families can receive a full refund if you don't want to take the test, which is completely understandable. But if you're going to take the test, and again, they're supposed to come out on April 3rd. They're going to come out with hard dates of each subject area. And in terms of when the exam will be, one of the two dates that it may be will be what it was going to be, May 7th. But anyway, they're supposed to come up with 2 dates, and they haven't done that yet. There's a grid here that you'll see. But then on April 3rd, this is supposed to get filled in. But if you go all the way down past the grid of everything, all the courses, you're going to see instructional support, a heading saying instructional support. And there's a link where it says free live AP review courses. So go ahead and click on that. So now this, again, is for all of your courses, not just chemistry, but chemistry being, of course, the most important one. But if we go down to chemistry, to science, right there, AP Chem, and then click on the plus. So what you'll see there are the first 3 review sessions, which are actually not review. And so basically, it starts Wednesday. They're going to have a session Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They're going to have live sessions at those times. But they will then be available afterwards, and you don't have to watch them live. I'll be interested to see how they handle these sessions myself. I've never been to an AP. I've never been taught by the College Board. I've never been to, the only sessions I've ever been to are other AP Chem teachers just kind of generally talking about flow of things, but not actually teaching any lessons. These, as you notice, aren't review 1 through 7, but are stuff that I have been talking about with our new unit. So we have intro, we have PHPOH, weak acid, yeah. So I've covered, if you've been watching what I've been doing last week, I've covered all those things. But it would be interesting to see how they cover it. And then starting the very next week will be the actual review sessions put on by the College Board live at these times, and then they will go on YouTube. So these are College Board provided AP review sessions. Adrian Dingle, the guy that I get most of my material from, is also supposedly going to host some free review sessions. Pretty much everything he does you have to pay for, but because of the pandemic, he is doing some stuff for free. I'm also interested to see some of that. I've never seen him, let alone been taught by him. So I will avail myself of those as well. So we have some, big ticket kind of, above my pay grade people putting on review sessions. I am still more than happy to put on my own, and that's going to depend on whether or not you want that. But I can host sessions, and really what this is potentially going to do is put you in a position where we're able to review for 5 or 6 weeks, where we were only going to review for maybe a week. So it's potentially putting you in a significantly better position to take the exam It's just that the exam is uncertain as to how it's going to, like, how are they going to ask these questions that you can't cheat on? And so it's going to be, I mean, that's not our problem, that's their problem. But so basically I want to remind you of your resources. College Board website, starting Wednesday, they're going to have AP sessions. You can get those live, you can get them again on YouTube. Adrian Dingle, you can look him up on the web. This is the review book that I recommended that he came out with, the crash course book. But then also on his website, if you just search Adrian Dingle, on his website, you should be able to scroll through and find where he's doing some free sessions. They're more like in a chat room kind of a thing, or a Zoom. They're in a Zoom meeting, and I think it's a max of 500. And so unless you get on at the right time, you may not get in. And I'm not sure. Maybe they're going to be made available after that. Regardless, we want to, maintain really the 3 C's here. Let's stay calm. Make sure your family's calm. Let's be clean. And let's do some chemistry. But for today, it was just an update on kind of make sure you understand you can prepare to take, like, currently AP has not canceled, College Board has not canceled the AP exams. They're supposed to come up with 2 dates for you to take the exam. It's going to be online, at home, 45 minutes, free response. Or you can get a refund. I'm happy to help you prepare for those in this format. Again, this is not CFISD sanctioned. This is nothing to do with Edgenuity. This is my own thing, thanks to my son. And I'm only going to do it if it's something that, a good number of you would like. I mean, as long as I know that it's something that's helping you. I did post some info on Google Classroom that I've just shared with you about the College Board. I can, again, if I'm going to do this, then I can do either like 11 a.m. sessions or 1 p.m. sessions kind of a thing. And I may not do them every day, but maybe three days a week or something like that, since we're going to shift into review. But I also haven't gathered my whole, I wasn't prepared to do this long of a review, so I have to think through what that review is going to look like and come up with a plan. So I'll give you a remind as to when the next session would be. But I would like to hear from you through this platform, through Remind, on whether or not we should continue. Because this is, again, it's not CFISD sanctioned. It's kind of our own thing here. So do we have any feedback or questions? Or
they're asking if you have any idea how the grades are going to work.
I don't. I do not. All I know is we can't take any grades. The grading feature in Edgenuity has been turned off. We have not been told how that's going to work. Basically, I think, if this closure only lasts through Easter, then we'll pick up grading again, after that. But if it lasts to the end of the year, they're going to have to come up with some solution, and we don't know what it is. We haven't been told. Any other questions?
Not yet.
How many do we have on? Still
18.
18. Anybody have any questions? Now, of course, I'm available through Remind and email. But I will be, if if I have you in third period and you haven't been contacted by me today, it's because I'm letting the bugs work out of the system. I'm not stressed about, you know, getting a hold of you, and I'm going to start making those calls tomorrow. But all the third period teachers are to be contacting their students this week, not just today, this whole week. But do you have any other questions?
3 people just say they want you to continue,
Okay.
and then one person said they didn't stress 3/4 of the year just to quit now.
Yeah.
So they're wanting you to continue.
Okay.
Someone said yes, but they didn't ask a question.
Okay. So it's definitely weird. I went back to the classroom today. I got to take a few things out of there in a 1-hour window with no other contact from anybody, and certainly would much rather be looking at you in the eyes than through this camera.
They asked how your quarantine is going.
My quarantine?
Yes. It says, how's your quarantine going through?
You know, here it is. We're just moving along swimmingly. So, if there's no other questions, we can. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not prepared to start the review today. I would start it tomorrow, and I'll give you a remind about timing. But again, it's going to be up on YouTube later. So, anything else, Zach? Crickets. All right, hey, seriously, miss all of you. Do wish we could be having some fun in the classroom. Some acid base blow-ups. Yes, sir. Anything?
No mastering chem.
Oh. Mastering chem would actually, that's a good reminder. Thank you for that reminder. That might be a very good way for me to build some review units. So good call on that. Let me think about building some review units through mastering chemistry. But right now I'm not going to assign the stuff for what we have been teaching, because I'm going to go ahead and slow that down.
They're asking you to blow stuff up.
Yeah, I know. Well, I have a few ideas. Okay. Hey, stay safe. Thanks for engaging, and we'll see you next time.